Now, what I'm about to review was probably the most anticipated punk release in, I don't know, since when. The only one that's actually measures in comparison to is the new Exploited album, which has been on the cards for 12 years, and is the sort of Chinese democracy of punk. Now, what I'm talking about today is Rancid, Honours All We Know. I was extremely pleased to finally receive this, to finally get the record that I've been waiting for since 2009, when I bought the Domino's 4 and Out Come the Wolves at the same record shop. Now, although the packaging is basic, I wanted a booklet, but you know, as I said on the previous review on the CJ Ramone one, it's all on the disc. That's what matters. But I do like a good booklet. Anyway, I got the physical copy. I always do. And I was intrigued. The artwork's pretty decent, and I was intrigued. It's released on Hellcat, and I think distributed through Epitaph. But this is Rancid's salvation, pardon the pun. A lot of people thought Rancid were pretty much over for a while. I remember people thinking that, and you got to remember, I think 2 years ago when I was waiting for this album, 2013. In 10 years, they'd only released 2 albums, and yeah, you're probably asking, well, how long does a punk album take to make? And Let the Dominoes Fall wasn't their shining moment, shall we say, although it did have a few bright spots in that album, like Civilian Ways, Disconnected, Last Chance to Die, Last One to Die, list goes on. There is a few gems in there. There's a lot of stuff that falls empty, or falls short, shall I say. So when we get Honours All We Know, we get 14 tracks. Already 14 tracks is probably one of the shortest Rancid albums. Well, it is if I stand corrected. And Back Where I Belong, Raise Your Fist, Collision Course, they all just snap, break your neck, one after another. They don't hang around. They're about 1 minute 50, 2.5 minutes long. And if you're a fan of Rancid, you probably recognise Collision Course and It Was My Friend from the video they put out. And It Was My Friend's a real highlight. That's a real treat. A lot of people have cited it as repetitive, and although I'd have to agree with them, it really does work. That's what I'm saying. Like, Evil Is My Friend, that it really does work. And although it doesn't really go much further or anywhere else, it's a real treat, and it's a real highlight, and it's such a memorable song, and it will be a real live track that I look forward to if I was to ever see them again. Luckily, I saw them a few years ago when they were celebrating their 20th anniversary. Raise Your Fist, that's a really good punk track. Lars's voice is sharp as fuck. It's I always liked his voice out of the 3. Matt Freeman, Tim Armstrong, or Tim Timebomb, whatever he wants to be called now, and Lars Ulriksen. There's a lot of highlights in this album. Obviously, Honours All We Know. It's a really good track. A Power Inside, Malfunction. This reminds me of an Alice Cooper track that escapes me. But anyway, Malfunction is a really memorable track, and I love the chorus. Lars delivers it in such frustration, such anger, and obviously if you actually listen to the chorus, you've got a very light vocal laying on top by Tim. Everything always works out. The structural strength of each song and the arrangements are killer. Although it's basic, and although this is 5 years in the making, I wouldn't say this should have taken 5 years, to be honest with you, for an album 30 minutes, but the quality is there, and that's what's important. Maybe I'm talking out my own arse, and you can slaughter me in the comments all you want, if I get one. But what I'm saying is that 5 years for records like this, no, it should have taken quicker. But obviously you've got the old firm Casuals, which Lars is doing. You've got Tim Timebomb and Friends. I know Matt has been playing with Devil's Brigade. But all I can say is that this is the most important Rancid release of their career, because it keeps them on top of the game. I can't think of a punk band at the moment that's anywhere near the quality of Rancid, anywhere near them, just not in the same ballpark. The Casualties, although they're strong, stylistically they're very different, and Rancid are just leagues apart, although I really like the Casualties for the record. All I'm saying is Rancid to me are the band around at the moment. I wish they'd make more music. I wish they would make more music and really focus on the band as their main project. But the only songs that I wouldn't I remember Gravedigger, right, so that's not a bad track, although it's not my favourite and I don't jump straight to it. Each song is memorable and it really stands out above Let the Dominoes Fall, and that was an improvement. All I'm saying is subscribe.